Hello, here we have the Atago cruiser, which is the new Japanese Tier 8 premium cruiser. And well, it's kind of an interesting ship because the Atago was the second ship in the Takao-Class of Japanese heavy cruisers. And I'm kind of assuming because the ship isn't called Takao, it means that at some point we are going to see the Takao-Class come in as a regular cruiser in probably the second line of Japanese cruisers. But anyway, the Atago at Tier 8, it sits alongside the Mogami, and it's really just very, very similar to the Mogami. In a historical sense, the Takao-Class was a development of the Myoko class, which is currently at Tier 7, and the Mogami class was developed from the Takao-Class, and they're all very similar. They've got the exact same main guns, slightly different layout. The Atago and the Takao-Class have the Myoko gun layout. I believe they've also got the exact same torpedo armament, but the only differences between... well, the advantage the Atago has is it's got a bit better survivability. I think it's got a little bit better armour, and it's slightly stealthier than the Mogami, but the Mogami is equal or better in basically every other respect. Anyway, we are on Hotspot, and this is Domination. And I was going to rush into Capture C in the middle, but then I realised that's probably a bit stupid. And we've just spotted an enemy New Mexico, so I could actually probably penetrate it with armour piercing, but I'm going to switch to high explosive, because at this range it's a bit iffy whether I could penetrate it or not. No, I got 3 hits, but it doesn't look like I did any damage. So high explosive it is. And otherwise I'm just going to escort this battleship in front of me. Ooh, it's firing away at me. Okay, took out my steering, but I can fix that. And meanwhile I managed to set it on fire, and it's burning nicely, that New Mexico. These guns on the Japanese cruisers are actually very, very effective. They've got really good armour penetration, and a very high chance of setting people on fire, so they do good work regardless of what ammunition you're firing at people. Ooh, there's a second fire, and 3,000 damage on top of that. But those fires will have to go out soon. This battleship's also putting in quite a few hits. A little bit of ram ammo. No, I'll pull aside a bit to give it a bit better line of fire. Actually, that's a Congo I'm escorting, and well, it's a Tier 5 ship and I'm in a Tier 8 ship, so it's obviously doesn't have great matchmaking, or at least not a great match for that Congo. Just have a quick look here, it's a Tier 8 game. Okay, all my shots missed. Oh, this New Mexico is not doing particularly well. Those look better. 7 hits of the 1005, did 3,000 damage. 4 more broadsides like that and it's gone. Make that 2 more broadsides like that. Oh, we've just spotted the enemy carrier up ahead of us. So we'll just finish off this New Mexico. And actually I probably should deal with that cruiser before I get onto the aircraft carrier. No, I'll switch to the cruiser now. Switch to armour piercing as well. What's that? Is that an Atago as well? So there's my first volley, high explosive. 9 hits of the 10 shells I fired, so these guns are pretty accurate, especially at this kind of range. Aiming for the waterline. It's turned towards me, and there's torpedo bombers coming in. Fire my volley. And got a hit. Ship's almost dead, but I think there's some torpedoes coming at me. Yeah, I think we've managed to dodge them. Yep. That cruiser's dead, but it fired some torpedoes at me. Okay, turn the other way. Cool, managed to dodge them as well, but that was more luck than skill. Now let's kill this carrier. Where are you? So that's quite a low tier carrier. 4 hits, it's a good start, and something just hit me hard. It must have been that New Mexico. Okay, I'm going to have to use torpedoes on this guy, I think. Actually, I should set my fighter up since there's a carrier right there. And I pushed the wrong button. That was my hydrostatic ability you heard, which will allow me to peer through smoke screens at enemy destroyers. And I've taken that instead of my anti-aircraft ability. My fighters are firing away at those torpedo bombers. I managed to shoot one down. Maybe it was my anti-aircraft guns, we'll never know. And I really hope this New Mexico misses. Yep, torpedoes in the water though. And I've managed to dodge them. Combination of my fighter plane and the anti-aircraft guns switched it to a wide spread. Managed to sink the battleship with my torpedoes. So far everything's going pretty alright for me. Except that my frame rate keeps dropping down. I can't decide whether it's on 37 or 4. 41, whatever. That's not a problem with the game, that's just probably me trying to record things while I'm playing. But I'm doing alright so far as it goes. So yeah, so far the Atago... The thing is, it's a really good ship. Well, you've just seen what it can do. But... it's not all that... Oh, if it is different from the Mogami and the Myoko and the Ibuki, I'm not really seeing how. So... well, make what you will of it. I suppose if you're like me and you really like the Japanese cruisers, especially the heavy cruisers, then maybe you should get them, especially since at Tier 8 this will get a pretty massive credit and experience advantage over, you know, the regular ships. So you could make a lot of money from a game such as this one, even though I was mostly bullying lesser ships. But still. Other than that, it's kind of, yeah, just your usual Japanese high-tier heavy cruiser. So, capturing D. My fighter's still up, it's going to be another 4 minutes before it comes back down, so there's not really much point to have it because the enemy's got no aircraft carriers left. Maybe it will go and engage an enemy scout plane. I actually don't know if it will or not.
Our team has taken the lead.
Okay, I figure we'll just go around the corner and head into E. There's obviously something that would shoot at because the Mogami in front of me is firing away at something. And by the looks of it, the Mogami might actually have longer range than me. What is my range? 15.7? No, Mogami can't shoot that far, I don't think. I think the Mogami's actually got really short range, like 12 or so kilometers. So maybe that's the advantage of the Atago. Oh, here come enemy destroyers. Let's see how I'm not going to get a shot at that for a while. And I really don't want to run into those torpedoes. But now I'll be able to dodge them.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
And the cruiser in front of me has just died. Oh, I hope those hit, but I don't think so, no. Oh, now I can use my hydrostatic ability, so that I'll be able to see the cruiser, the destroyer I mean, a bit better. Doesn't seem to be doing anything just yet. Ouch. that cruiser from way back there is shooting at me as well. Okay, I still haven't spotted this destroyer. I know it's right in front of me somewhere, hiding in the smoke. And I've only got 10 seconds left on my spotting skill.
Our team has taken the lead.
It was 3 kilometers away, so obviously that doesn't help all that much. Oh. Okay, I want to get some guns on target here. Turn into the torpedoes. Manage to sink it. And I think I'm going to dodge those ones. Yep. So that worked out for me as well. There's a battleship firing at me. Fortunately it missed. It's a North Carolina, which is a very dangerous battleship. So I might as well fire my torpedoes. Oh, turn the other way, just a little bit. I suppose the good thing about it firing at me is that it's not firing at that battleship behind it. I'll set it on fire, but I took a pretty meaty hit there. And I want to fire my next lot of torpedoes as well, but I've got to turn my ship back the other way. Put my fighters back.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
And now I'll just run away from it. I don't really... Oh, I got a hit with my torpedoes. Caused a bit of flooding as well. I started another fire. And those shells are looking pretty accurate. 2,000 hit points, I'm still here. I'm kind of going to have to rely on one of those torpedoes of my second salvo actually hitting. But I don't think they're quite going to. Oh, maybe. Maybe. No, they missed, but I sunk it with my fire.
Battleship sunk.
Okay. Just the one cruise left. It's a Mogami. I'm on 2,000 hit points. But I've got, well, 2 battleships and destroyers supporting me, so we should do alright here. Should I fire my torpedoes? It's just out of range. No, I think we'll stick to guns. I'll switch to armor piercing. Oh no. Hopefully you miss. You don't look like you're going to. Okay, 1,200 hit points remaining. And I got a pretty good hit there, but my turned too far, my guns aren't ready. I dodged that broadside. Oh, I aimed too far and appeared. Oh, it sunk me. Well, I think it's about to die. Come on team, you can kill this guy. We'll just sit here and watch to the end of the game. Speaking of which, we had a pretty good game there. 79 regular hits and no citadels though, which is a bit odd because the Japanese ones are usually great at getting citadel hits. But whatever, started 6 fires, which is pretty good. Shot down 4 aircraft, also pretty nifty. 2 torpedo hits, which kind of really make a game of Japanese cruiser because my 79 shell hits would have actually done a huge amount of damage by themselves. And here we go with just one. And yeah, I managed to sink 3 enemy ships. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that result. And 261,000 credits, 1,800 experience, and a bit of free experience as well. Oh, I managed to complete my Guardian mission for destroying 4 aircraft in one battle. Just managed to do it. Team score. Second best on my team, one of Mogami, got better than me. Oh, I can compliment the guy. Yeah, let's do it. I've never done it before. Compliment. Well, he can play well. Cool. First time I've ever done that. I don't know if he actually did play well, but he did better than me, so obviously he must have done something right. Detailed report. How much damage did I do? 8 armor piercing hits, none penetrated. So that would be why I got no citadel hits. Obviously it just didn't quite work out for me. But 71 high explosive hits did 39,000 damage, 14,000 from fire, a bit from flooding, 25,000 from those 2 torpedoes, so they are really worth using at some point, well, when the opportunity presents itself. Damage received. I took a lot, less than I gave, but mostly from armor piercing hits, especially that big one from the New Mexico. And yeah, 55,000 because it's times 30.5, so that'll do me a fair bit. But anyway, that's the Atago, and as you can see, well, I do like this ship, but I like all the Japanese heavy cruisers such as the Mogami and the Myoko and the Ibuki. So I'm not really sure if the Atago is actually any different to them, as I've said. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.